Did we just lose? Like, did we literally just lose someone? Like, just as we went live?
You said one.
I went
Yeah.
one. I clicked live, and we lost Tracy. Hi, good evening, everybody. Hang with us while Tracy comes back. I'll start announcements, and we'll just be a little bit wonky on the screen for you. But trust me, everything is working exactly as we planned. This is all part of the sorority girl magic. That's what it is. Just go with just yes and me here, guys. Help me out. So welcome.
Yes.
Yep.
Welcome to the
Totally.
Plastered Dragon and your Tuesday night Something Wicked This Way comes. Before we get started tonight, a couple of quick announcements. We are tomorrow. We have something a little different coming your way. It is a surprise. It's not going to be our usual fiasco. Watch for announcements in the common room, and you will hear tomorrow exactly what that exciting new thing is. It's not replacing fiasco, but we've decided to start mixing it around and having fiasco and other things on that night. Friday coming up is going to be Web of Lies, The Return, with the interview with Kenny Brown. And then Saturday, Drunken Dread Red Shirt Edition. On Monday, we come back around to Chosen Family, which will be at its new time, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we loop right back around here again to Something Wicked. Now let's get down to it. When we last left our heroes, they were looking for a new base of operations. They had interacted with the dead priests, which were still up and talking and hanging out at the church, and decided that the three of them that were there, Keel, Zuki, and Reg, were not really in the best shape to pick a fight with multiple elementals, and so they managed to artfully excuse themselves. Meantime, Nicholas and Zephyr had a run-in with Ben, and were interrogated in a zone of truth, wherein they gave Ben some of the information they needed, and the new Ben agent on the scene gave them an earful. Reg, in return, gave him an earful, and the two of them are now best friends. They're not best friends. Then Zephyr convinced his dad to let the gang move into the basement and turn it into a base of operations. There was a lot of really good food, and then Zephyr's mom made Zuki cry. After that, they all headed out back to the church, but decided to round up some allies along the way. Zuki called her sorority friends, who put together a strike team to join them. And now the sorority girls are covering the exits as the party has gone inside and confronted the dead priests. And one of them shed his priest suit, and the other one smashed out of the confessional. And that is where we left our heroes. So we pick up right at the beginning of what I would say is probably some combat. Wouldn't you?
Yes.
All right. So, let's get some initiative rolls here. Oh, that's right. I forgot. There were also several cultists in the church who were present when you guys arrived.
Yes.
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 All right, so let's get some initiative. And anybody else want to say yes? I don't want to discriminate here.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
All right.
Good job.
Do you just want us to shout it out, or you want to go?
I'll go.
23,
Okay, we'll
25?
go around. Keel.
13.
13. Okay. Nick.
18.
Okay. Reg.
20.
All right. Zeph.
8.
Oof. Zuki.
15.
All right. That means that Reg, you are first.
Cool. Somebody sometime in the chat reminded that Zephyr used heroism. So I think
That's
three people
right.
have heroism.
I believe it's
So-
everybody but Reg because you've been tending to stay at a distance.
That's right. And I will continue to stay at a distance. I will do insightful fighting and do a insight check on this 2 rock monsters. Is that
Yes.
it? 2 rock monsters and okay.
2 rock monsters and 5 cultists.
5 cultists. All right, I will concentrate on one of the rock monsters.
Okay.
So that is a 18.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, and then I will take a shot at this guy. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That is a 21.
Yep, that is going to hit.
All right. So we'll do my 6 plus sneak attack. Ooh, that's fun. 7, 10, 6. 21 points of damage out the gate.
Excellent.
Nice.
You notice that these guys look to be made all of rock and not a combination of rock and metal as the last one that you fought was.
Oh, that's much better.
You suspect so, yes.
Yes.
Which is good because it is their turn now.
Ooh.
Did I mention I backed up? I backed up.
I do believe you said that you were going to stay at a distance, yes.
Yeah, it was the understated backup. Yeah.
Yes. I believe we can say that you are probably the farthest away. However,
Yes.
he seems the guy that you hit seems largely indifferent to that since you hit him and did most of the talking last time, and so he holds out his hand, and as he does, rock begins to grow out of his hand, and a small boulder appears, and he lobs it over the party at you.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make it clear I'm not standing next to Reggie.
I thought you might want to make that clear. Does a 25 hit you?
Just barely.
Just barely. Whew.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Righty. Good thing you have those extra 5 hit points from her. Oh, wait. That's not you.
I'm not angry at you, Brian. I'm just disappointed.
Wow.
20 points of large rock damage.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and uncanny dodge that. So
That's you can see it coming, so that's probably a good idea. Make that a 10. All right, Nicholas. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, there's the other elemental who is going to stride forward, and I would imagine that Nick, Keel, and Zuki are kind of together, like blocking the aisle.
Yes. Sure.
I'm actually outside leaving.
Oh, okay. You're outside. You're outside. Like you're
Trying to start the van.
you're the creepy guy that's hanging out with the college girls, right?
Is it so creepy?
Yes, it is.
Then yes, I'm that guy.
Okay, well then, so I guess it's just.
I'm
okay.
kidding. I'm inside.
All right, so 1, 2, Keel, 3, 4, Nick, 5, 6, Zuki for target. 3, 4, Nicholas.
Bring the action.
Okay, a 25 with the first fist, and ouch, a nat 20 with the second fist.
I don't know what you want from me.
I just want you to record whatever damage I note here.
It's taking a
I don't
while.
want anything from you, Mr. Bond. I just want you to
So
die.
first one is 16 bludgeoning, and the second one is more.
Oh, I'll just type in more. Just type the word
26 for the second one, so a total of 42 points of bludgeoning damage.
Keel's going to
Ow!
use his Sentinel reaction to take a swing at this guy.
Probably a good idea.
Wow, it's a good thing we're level 10. Oh, wait, we're not.
Oh, wait, we're not. That is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
Does that negate any of the damage I just took?
No.
It
Okay.
doesn't, unfortunately.
So
Think of it as
11
payback.
points of bludgeoning.
Okay. All right. Now.
I'm dead.
Oh, are you unconscious?
I'm
Okay. So for your turn, I'd like you to make a death save.
Oh, damn it.
Now, does he get 5 temporary hit points at the start of his turn?
I'm not sure. You know, that's a good question. I don't know how that works on an unconscious person.
5.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Anybody out there in the chat want to chime in on that?
Let the speculation begin. Astro, you want to weigh in here?
I'm seeing nothing that talks about unconscious or any of that in the spell description.
Because typically when a character is unconscious, magical effects on them stop. But let us see. No, temporary hit points will not allow you to become conscious at 0 hit points.
So right now he's got 5 Schrodinger's hit points. They're both there and not there at the same time.
Correct. Apparently, from the player's handbook, if you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize you. They can still absorb damage directed at you while in that state, but only true healing can save you. Which means that if he takes damage of 5 points or less while he is in this state, then technically he wouldn't automatically fail 2 death saves.
Understood.
So,
Well, it's gonna be part of the game.
all right, so you have failed your first death save. Keel, you're up.
All right. I'm going to take 2 swings at this guy who has injured my friend. Wait, let me see.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Zuki's turn. My bad.
Okay.
Good. I cure wounds.
Okay. At
So I use
level.
my action to cure wounds. Oh, that's right. I can cast it at a higher level. I totally forgot that. So it adds a D8 every time I add a level, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I am going to cast Cure Wounds at a level shoot. I'll do a level 3 Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, 3d8 plus 5, I believe.
Yep. No, 3d8 plus 4.
Okay, 3d8 plus 4. Meantime, while she's rolling and adding that, are you going to do a bonus action as well, Zuki?
11, 12, 14, 15 points to him. And no, I do not have a. Oh, yes, I'm going to cast Flame Blade because even though I can't use it, that way I already have it set for next time.
And you see her.
Am I allowed to do that because that's second level?
Second,
Am I allowed to cast?
Yeah, we said second level or lower.
Okay, all right, then yes, I cast Flame Blade.
Okay, so you guys see her icy flamed scimitar spring to life. Now, Keel, it is your go.
All right. So I'm going to start with my bonus action where I'm going to channel my divinity, a vow of enmity, towards this guy who just took a swing at Nick. So I get advantage on attack rolls against him.
Yes, you do.
Let me just mark that off real quick. And then I'm going to take 2 swings at him. The first one's going to be a Divine Smite.
You know you can wait to see if you hit before you assign a smite, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'll have that on standby. The first is going to be a nat 20.
Then
so
you
I
want
think
to do
I'll
that
use
smite.
that on that.
Yes.
That's
And
a
then
good time to smite.
Yeah, so I'll Wrathful Smite on that one. And then the second hit is a 21 to hit. So, and that's just at a first level
Right.
Divine Smite. Dealing, wow, not bad. 14. $41 points of damage.
Oof, that's not bad at all.
And then the second hit was a 21 to hit.
Okay.
And that would hit for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And then it is the cultists' turn, and they all break for the exits under cover of their giant rocky friends. And then that brings us to Zephyr.
All right, I'm going to actually take this healing, my friend, and do a healing word also on Nick. And then as a bonus action, we'll be casting a vicious mockery.
Okay.
And if I had a D4, I'd even roll that. 3 plus 5, that'll be 8 points more to you, Nick.
And now you can go ahead and mock one of these stone guys. Which one did
And
you want to mock?
this, I'm going to go with the one that's spinning in that threw the rock at Reggie.
Okay.
And just need to let this know this is a shout out to Subsist Cyber. This is actually a song he requested. And sorry that I'm going to butcher it for you. Better close your eyes because you're going to be sad. Gonna take a shot that you know is bad. Close your eyes and I'll count to 10. It'll be over when you open them. You want things like you had before, like a critical hit on the warrior. Bet you wish you could count to 10 and make everything be wonderful again.
Hell
Vicious
yeah.
mockery.
What is the DC on that?
It's a 15, I want to tell you. And that's what it is.
He makes his save.
Oh, it's a 16. I'm sorry.
He still makes his save.
It's a 22.
Now you're lying.
Does he get bonus points for It's a Really Cool Song?
He does not, but it was really cool. All right.
Sorry, I was hoping.
That loops us back around to Reg.
All right. I'm going to take another shot at the big guy that I took a shot at before.
Okay.
20, not nat.
Hit.
All right.
Now, you don't get sneak attack because he has a friend that is adjacent, or do you get sneak attack because you get sneak attack because one of your
Regardless.
friends is adjacent?
No, I get sneak attack because I did an insight
Right.
check.
That's right. I knew there was a
But I
reason why
have
you
it for
did.
I have it for the next minute or so. So this is 16 points of damage.
Okay. Doing anything else?
No. Nick is up, right? Or I've seen people
Yes.
converging
Yep.
wherever he is. Can I lead this thing away from the group? It's kind of centered on me. They're somewhere else.
Well, it is actually behind the other one, and it lobbed a rock over at you.
Okay. All right.
So
That's fine.
I'm not sure. It's not like it's doing ranged attack on you, so it didn't seem like it was closing physically.
Okay. Can I hide? Is there any place like hide in the pews?
You could try. You could try to hide behind a pew.
Yeah, I will try that.
Okay, go ahead.
Stealth check
Yes.
is a 25.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. He starts on his turn. He starts scanning the back of the church, but he can't see where you went. So he decides to step closer and fight the people that he has access to. And so he is going to smash 2 fists at Keel. One is going to hit, one is going to miss. And Keel is going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
God.
And the second one, seeing Nick regain consciousness, let's see, 50-50 on you or Zuki. He's going to take a swipe at Zuki this time. Or 2 swipes, I should say. 1 hit, 1 miss. For also 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thank you.
Then I'm going to use, again, my reaction for my sentinel attack against that guy.
Okay. Against the one that did not attack you, yes.
Correct. That is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Sweet. Dealing 6 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, Zuki, you are up. I'm sorry, Nick, you're up. Zuki, you are on deck. My phone slid over the initiative order.
You said I'm up?
Well, you're not standing, but you are conscious.
All right. I will stand up. And how close are either one of those rock creatures to me right now?
They are within touch distance. They are basically right up against you.
Okay. That's awesome. That's how I like it. Okay, I would like to cast Bless on let's see, 3 target. Myself, Zuki, and Keel.
Okay. And it is the start of your turn, so you do get 5 temporary hit points.
Add that in.
So that means you guys, the 3 of you, get plus 1d4 on attacks and saves, correct?
Correct.
All right. Zuki, you are up. You get 5 temporary hit points from your heroism.
That's right. Thank you. All right, and then so I've already got Flame Blade cast, so
Yes, you do.
I am going to hit the rock guy that's closest to me with my Flame Blade.
Okay.
That is 11 plus. Oh, there's no extra. 11.
Did you hit?
Did you roll for that?
Oh, the 16 plus 7.
You hit.
Yay. Okay, that's 11 points damage.
Okay. To which one? The one that
To
the one that hit you?
Yes, absolutely. The one that's closest to me. So the one that hit. I'm assuming the one that hit me is the closest one to me.
Yes. Okay. Yep, you hit. Okay, that brings up Keel.
Right. Gonna take 2 swings to the one that I've got my Vow of Enmity on. I believe that's the one that's been wailing on Zuki.
Yes.
First one is a nat 19 on the die.
Hit.
And the second is also a nat 19 on the die.
That one misses.
Are those crits for you?
They are not, unfortunately. Dealing a total of 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right. That brings up the cultists' turn. They're outside, so you don't see what they're doing. Okay, so that brings up Zephyr with Reg on deck.
Okay, positioning of things. Are the 2 guys we're fighting, are the rock monsters, are they near each other, spread out? What are we looking at?
They are near each other and in close combat with the rest of the party.
Now, is there a place I could cast something behind them, putting a 10-foot radius that will hit both of them without touching anybody in the party?
Yes.
I'm going to put my attention there and start playing and going with an oldie but goodie. Gonna ring your bell, ring your bell. Gonna ring your bell, ring your bell, ding dong ding. And I'm casting Shatter at 3rd level. It's got a 10-foot sphere in an area that'll hit both of them without hitting my people.
And they get a save?
Let's see. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on this saving throw. And it's a Constitution 16.
All right, that disadvantage helps because one die was a nat 20, the other was a 5. However, the other one rolled well enough to succeed even with disadvantage. So one makes it, one fails.
Okay, and just asking, do we know what type of creatures these are? Well, as a DM, if this is an earth elemental, they are vulnerable to thunder damage. And that's what I'm rolling right now.
Okay. That didn't sound like a question, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're earth elementals.
As a
All I know is they're rock monsters.
So, if they're earth elementals, they're vulnerable to rock damage.
Damn it!
So they're vulnerable to thunder damage. Thank you very much. Ooh, nice. 8, 7, 6, and 4, 15, 21, 25.
Okay.
So does vulnerable mean double damage?
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
I'll let the DM decide that.
Let the DM
But
decide
as
what.
the DM,
What are you letting me decide? I mean, I appreciate, Wolf, that you are letting me decide some things in my campaign. Can I, if I could have a list of the things you're going to let me decide, I would appreciate it. Just so
death of Zephyr.
I am a bard. You are aware of this, correct?
I am aware.
Okay.
Reg,
Just
you
making
are.
sure you're aware of what I am.
I'm also a bard.
Jumping out and hitting one of the rock monsters. Ooh, it's not as good as my other rolls. 17.
Nope. Miss.
Damn. I will stay out and try to wave maddeningly at it and shake my butt in its general direction to get it moving away from the others.
Okay. Let's see if shaking your butt worked. Yes, you have attracted the attention of your playmate.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
And he looks up at you and manifests another rock, and he like volleyball spikes it at you because he's now close enough and tall enough that he looms over them a bit, and so he doesn't need to lob to hit you now.
And I'm like, hey, buddy, somewhere a village has lost its idiot. Cutting words.
What?
Ooh.
Okay. So how much does that reduce it by?
That reduces it by, I want to say 1d8.
Roll high, roll high.
Do you want me to roll that one?
Yes.
1.
Yeah.
All right. So that means
One-
that means it hits a 21 instead of a 22.
Sorry, Reggie.
That's all right. I appreciate the effort. I love you from the grave.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. I will uncanny dodge that as well.
And let's see, the other one is going to take another 2 swipes at Keel.
Ooh,
Good.
not looking great.
1 hit, 1 miss. That was a low roll. 13 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. Nick is up. Zuki on deck.
All right. Okay, I would like to Sacred Flame, whatever the closest one is,
Okay.
and that's a dex save, but you gotta roll really low.
You have to roll really low to beat the deck save? That doesn't make sense.
No, I mean you have to roll it low.
I see. 15?
That's the save number.
Okay. Then
Tie goes to me, right?
no. That's not how that works. And
Okay.
doing anything else?
Yes, I would like the bonus action here, and I will cast spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and that will make an attack on the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
And let's get a roll to hit. Hopefully, maybe, possibly.
Yes.
Will 21 hit?
It will hit.
Okay, now I gotta roll some damage. Sorry, trying to find a 4-sided dice. There.
You shouldn't need any 4-sided dice.
It's 1d8 plus 4.
Right,
You don't
1d8.
roll.
You just add the 4.
Just
Oh.
4. Not 1d8 plus
Oh.
1d4. It's 1d8 plus 4.
Oh, well then that's 12.
Oh,
Nice.
that's not
Way
bad.
better that way.
Yeah, it kind of is.
1d4 sucked. It was a 1.
Well, then aren't you glad? Okay, Zuki is up.
Reading, it's
Keel on
fun
deck.
and fundamental.
Can I get to? I almost said Z. Can I get to Reggie without opening up an attack of opportunity?
No, you cannot.
Stay. Stay.
That's why I didn't move.
So is Reggie actually down right now?
No.
No, not.
No.
But he
He's-
looks like he's hurting.
He's swaying.
Okay. You sure? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this thing. How does this thing look? The one I've been hitting. Not really any different.
It looks like some chunks have been taken out of it.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my flame blade.
Okay.
That is to hit. Crap, I missed him. That was a 15.
Yeah, that does miss. You are right. Keel
All right.
with Zephyr on deck.
We're just gonna keep hammering into this thing that we've been hitting on.
Okay.
Oh, if you had a hammer.
I do have a hammer.
Well, that works out then, doesn't it?
That's right. It's a 24 for the first hit
That will hit.
and a 19 for the second.
That will also hit.
Okay. The first hit, I'm gonna do a divine smite,
Okay.
dealing 8 points of bludgeoning plus 15 points of radiant.
Okay.
And the second hit will be 9 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Zephyr. Reg on deck.
Can we tell which one's the worst damage right now?
You could give me an insight check. I'll let you use a bonus action as an insight check to try and figure that out.
Yeah, that's not going to do me much good. Where's my insight? Well, it's a 12. Nope, 13.
They both look like rock monsters.
Well, I'm going to go with a... can I still get both of them inside a 10-foot radius without
Yes,
hitting my guys?
Yep, everybody's basically in the same position because they
Okay.
can't move without taking attacks of opportunity, and your friends can't move without taking attacks of opportunity. So it's basically like a skirmish line where they're just slugging each other.
Okay, I get it going, and now you're gonna see nothing but shattered dreams. Feel like you should run away from the shattering. And I cast Shatter and ignore my wife as she tries to call me on the phone. This is at second level, so 3d8.
Okay. Once again, first one fails the save, second one succeeds.
Nice. 6, 6, and 7, 19 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. Reg.
Yeah, I'm taking another shot at this big guy that's been giving me so much trouble. That's gonna hit. 23.
23 is going to hit.
Yeah. All right. Come on, D6s. Oh, that's better. 9. 20 points of damage.
Oh, very nice.
Suck it, rock monster.
All right, the rock monsters are a little bit tired of Zephyr's music, and they decide to the first one manifests a big rock,
A big ass rock?
a big ass rock. I mean, a rock, a big ass rock, or maybe a cinder block. I'm not sure. That might be better. Let's see. That is a 20.
Yo, Stonehead! Everyone's allowed to make a mistake now and then, but I feel you're abusing the privilege. Dang it. I can't roll dice tonight to save my life.
Literally.
Literally.
So that was a 2. So an 18. Yes, it hits.
All right. Let's see. All right. Oof. 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Really?
Yes.
Night, folks.
So Zephyr goes down. I dropped one of my d10s. There, I got it. All right, so that means the other one's not going to throw his rock at Zephyr. He'll throw it at Reg.
Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't need to do that. It's...
Oh, hang on. Zeph, are you going to allow me to throw it at Reg?
Oh, shit.
Nope.
It's a miss. A miss.
I'm assuming you're going to uncanny dodge this one as well.
Yes, please roll low.
This is 20 again.
And Reggie is down.
Oh, Reggie's
And
down.
I'm sorry, guys. I lost my concentration on heroism as well.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes.
Nighty night, folks.
Okay. Let's see. Nick,
Where's the damn backup? I'm just saying, we had this plan. These girls should
They
be in
already
here.
got the acolytes.
The cultists have all gone out the doors.
Yeah, it's been like 12 seconds since the fight started, maybe 18.
It's so long.
Okay, Nick, your turn.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. Oh, dang it! You guys with the things and the things. Okay. All right. I am
Words
going.
are hard.
I know.
You're going to have to drop a proper noun soon.
I know. Okay. All right. Well, Reg, let's see. All right. Oh. Too many people are down. There's not enough.
I can help once I get around to.
All right. So I will use.
Also, don't forget that your bard is a secondary healer, which means he could probably cast a healing word if he were conscious. Just
Yes.
throwing that out there.
Yes, I get that. I'm going to use mass healing word,
Okay.
and I will, and obviously third level. So I've got that is a bonus action. So 1d4. So 6.
6 to who? What is the area of effect for the mass
60,
healing word?
60 feet. So it would be both of them.
Which means you could also, in theory, get yourself,
Everybody.
Zuki, and Keel.
Yeah, everybody gets 6.
So everybody gets 6 hit points.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, when he fell and we lost heroism, do we lose it immediately or do we lose it like the next time it rolls around?
I would say that you just don't regain it. You've got temporary hit points, so I'm going to say until they're spent, they're there.
Actually, I hate to say this, but
No?
as soon as the spell ends, then they go away.
Okay,
All right.
thank you. Good to know.
He's not letting me let you have those hit points. I'm sorry. Blame Zephyr.
It's all right. I still forgive him.
Honest bards.
I know.
What's the world coming to, honest bards? Okay, so they have all regained consciousness and none are in danger of death.
I will cast Sacred Flame, or actually, you know what? Toll the Dead on the one that's taken damage.
That
of
would
them?
be both of them.
Okay, good. All right, just making sure. The one that's close, the one that's closest to me.
They're both pretty.
that's
It's a toss up. Do you want the
Yeah,
one
the
that
one on the
Zuki's
left.
been attacking, or the one Keel's been attacking? Do it that way.
The one that Keel's been attacking.
Okay.
So, Wisdom save.
Okay, a 15.
I hate your face, but whatever.
I get that a lot. All
I
right.
was talking to the rock guy, not you.
Oh,
Don't take
okay.
it personally.
So does that mean it does no damage or half damage or what?
It doesn't say. It's no damage.
No damage. Okay. Zuki.
I'm still completely engaged with this thing, right?
You
Like
could
I can't
attack.
get away.
You could attack either one, but yeah, you can either attack the one that you've
Yeah,
been
the one
attacking or the one
that
Keel's
hit
been attacking.
just gonna hit him again.
Same one.
Or try to. Nope, I didn't hit him again. Frickin' A, I need another dice. Die.
You want your dice to die? I understand.
Yeah, I just threw it at the wall and it's now on the floor.
Okay, Keel, you're up. That's unfortunate.
Can I tell if I have the majority of the tension on the one that I've been hitting on?
Well, you had it until the stuff that Reg and Zephyr were doing, and then they seem a little more focused on those guys now.
Okay.
She add
on
her
the-
4 for bless for her attack, and I'm just making it plus her.
Oh, did you roll your
D4?
D4 for your bless?
No, yes.
Jace, did you roll your extra D4 for bless? You get to add a D4 to all of your attacks because of bless.
Oh, for the attacks? No, I did not. Ooh, I forgot. Cool.
Would that have helped?
It would have been 8 plus 7, 15.
It might have helped.
19.
Plus 4. I just rolled a 4 on that
Yep,
D4.
it did help. You hit.
19.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I can take that dice back then. Okay. That is 4 plus what? 8.
Okay. All right, now Keel.
All right, so the one that I've been hitting, I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel on it.
Okay.
I'm a big old ugly rock monster. Face me. So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. 14.
Nat 20.
Gosh,
At least that nat 20 was not an attack on someone.
this is true. Well, I'm gonna take 2 more swings at him.
So compelled duel is a bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Okay,
First is a nat 20,
that will hit.
Yes.
and the second is a nat 19 on the die.
Okay.
So first hit, ooh, good roll, is 19 points of bludgeoning.
And he crumbles into a pile of stone.
Yes!
Woohoo! Yay!
Do I need to re-roll an attack for the other one?
No.
Or am I within range?
You're fine. Just roll the damage.
Okay. And that is 10 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. All right, Zephyr, you are up.
Seeing the one fall, I'm going to do another shatter. And and I start playing the AC/DC. Na 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 thunder.
No,
Wow, wow, wow.
no, he made a save.
Of course he did. Oh, jeez.
Well, this is the first time this guy's made his save.
Yeah. So 4 points of damage.
Oof. All right. Reg, you are up.
Reginald gets up and confidently spits out blood, but he makes it look cool and sexy, not at all like he's dying very quickly, and takes a shot at the guy in front of him.
Okay.
And that is a 23 to hit. Five. 19 points of damage to the rock
Okay.
monster.
Nice.
And with his bonus action, he chugs a greater healing potion.
Okay. And how much is that?
He's muted.
You did.
It is 4d4 plus 4.
Correct.
4, 6, 8. 12 points of healing damage.
12 points of healing damage. Excellent. All right. Let's see. What's he going to do?
Make little rocks in his pants.
He
I didn't say that out loud.
He holds out his fist, and it enlarges, and he goes and he smashes it into the ground, And I need. How far away are you, Zephyr? Are you as far away as Reginald, or were you closer?
I'm expecting I'm about 30 feet away from it.
Okay, then I need everyone but Zephyr and Reg to make a Constitution save.
Don't forget you have blessed, so you get to roll a d4 as well.
Thank you for the reminder.
You. Con. 15.
15. Okay.
19 for Keel.
19 for Keel. Nick.
That will be 16.
16. Okay. You all will only take half damage, and none of you get knocked prone. You each take 11 points of damage.
That was half?
That was half. But you are not knocked prone.
Yay.
And that brings us to Nick with Zuki on deck.
Okay, I will try again with a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
And I would like a Dex save.
12.
Ha! Ha ha ha! Not so dexterous this time, are you? All right, so
He's not so dexterous anytime. I was just rolling well.
sucky. I was like, how is this rock monster so nimble?
They have -2 to dex saves, so.
All right, he will take 8 radiant
Okay.
damage.
All right.
And then with my spiritual weapon, I will attack as well. Oh, that's a 24
That will
to
hit.
hit.
So that is a D8 plus 4, I believe.
9. Yep, 9 total.
All right. Zuki.
All right, let's just keep doing the same thing. Flame Blade.
Okay.
That is a 16.
Did you roll your D4?
I did.
Then you miss.
And crud.
I am sorry. Keel?
Burp.
Burp, burp.
I'm going to shout out to Reggie. Reggie, the nail! Throw me the nail!
Throw me the whip.
And then I'm going to hold my action until Reggie reacts.
Okay. Reg is not going to react until the next round, which means you will lose your held action at the bottom of the round.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
Reg
I'll
has
just shout
first
it to him.
initiative. Okay.
Gotcha. So I'll shout it at him, and then can I take an action, or would that be...
No, you can take an action.
All right. I'm going to take a swing at this guy.
Okay.
There's a nat 20.
Okay.
Two.
Glad you did.
I want his dice.
And then the second was only a 4.
Zuki, you might want to trade dice with Keel, because...
This is your third nat 20
I know,
tonight,
it's
isn't
been
it?
pretty fantastic.
Here, can I borrow it? Just right here. I'll give you this one. And you can just-
He's right above you on the screen. Just hold it up, and there you go. Just
All
trade.
right,
There
thank
you go.
you. Perfect.
There we are.
All right, we'll see you next round.
All right, and that's going to be with a Divine Smite at second level. So that is 16 times 2. Total of 39 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
How you want to do this?
yeah.
Because 5 minus 39 is... If you had hit Zuki, you probably would have finished him off with his 5 hit points.
Sorry.
Doesn't make it better, Brian.
So now you have to yell at Keel for stealing your kill, right? That's how this works.
No. Zuki won't do that. She's cool.
At least not to his face.
So I'm going to do a quick turnaround, take a leap off of the pew behind me, and then bring down with both hands right on top of its head.
Shouting parkour as you do it.
Shattering of
Parkour,
holy energy, holy
parkour.
light, and just boom.
And it just shatters into a million tiny rocks and fills the aisle of the church.
High five!
You are now out of combat.
Yay!
Reggie runs outside to see if he
Okay.
can help with the fight that's taking place outside.
Okay. You get outside and you see the sorority girls dragging the bodies over toward the doors of the church.
Oh, you've got this. Let me open the door for you, I guess.
Sorry we took so long, but they ran and we had to chase them down, and we didn't want them to be seen. It was a thing.
No,
You
no,
get it.
that's
You get it.
And, you know, all of 30 seconds have gone by. Yeah, took them forever.
no. I get it. Oh God, I've been there. Ugh. Mondays, right? Hate them.
Did you know these
Yeah, I'll
guys
just
have
hope-
like poison capsules?
Yeah, it's in the teeth. It's like the back molar. It's very James Bond.
Yeah, we tried to leave one alive to talk to, but he's like foaming at the mouth. It's gross.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, just bring them into the church.
And they drag the bodies in and kind of toss them kind of at the base of the pulpit, not up where the altar is, because they're trying to be respectful of the church, as much as you can
Yeah.
with dead cultists.
Sure. Yeah. How considerate.
Do we have a place that we could, Reggie, maybe you could call your people? I just feel a little weird leaving dead cultists in this church. I mean, it is a church after all.
No. I know a guy. He actually appreciates this. It's a bunch of ghouls. They like eat the bodies. I got it.
Okay.
It's the same cleaning service you used on the last building, right?
Yeah.
All right, if you could just call them. I mean, do we have to leave them in the church for the ghouls to come into the church and then eat the bodies in the church? I mean, can we put them in the alley?
Yeah, ladies.
Better place?
I'm so sorry. Can we like put these in the alleyway, perhaps, like out of the sacred?
Yeah, I guess
Ground.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we could do that. All right.
Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah, I
Should-
really feel like you should have thought of this, Reggie. This shouldn't have been something I had to think of. But
Yeah, I
okay.
didn't know Zuki was so religious.
Is Reggie back inside?
Yeah, they're all banging. And after you say that, she like throws a few quick hand signals, and they all kind of mobilize together.
You're gonna need someone to heal you. I'm gonna heal you with my song. Gonna make sure that nothing keeps you down. You're gonna know somebody cares. Son of a bee, give him a drink. There you go, Reggie. Just had to personalize that. And a
Yeah,
second
I love
level.
it. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
So was that a healing
7
word?
plus 5. That's 12 points of healing for you.
All right.
Reggie feels better than he's felt in days. He's just fun songs. It's great.
Fun song, rock to the face. I mean, what could be better?
Yeah, this is good. It's like a workout.
The rock to the face workout. Yes. All right. So you've got a pile of rocks and you've got dead cultists. What are you guys doing?
Search the bodies. We also have skin suits, don't we?
Yeah, you do have skin suits as well.
Yeah.
and the girls come back in after having stashed the bodies. We put them in a dumpster outside, so just let your people know that they're in there, because we didn't want to just leave them like lying around, because don't want anyone to just wander across them or anything. But they didn't have anything on them at all, just some weird tattoos on their necks.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Thank you for putting them
I'm
in
so
the
glad
beds.
you guys survived that nasty fight. Group hug.
They like look at you and then look at each other. So
Are any of the girls noticeably injured?
no, they seem like they're okay. I mean, some scrapes and stuff, but they seem like they came
Why,
out of it all right.
Keel, do you want to lay on hands? Is that
I mean, maybe. I'm not blushing.
So they go. Brittany goes over to you, Zook, and she's like, "So, did we get what we wanted out of this? I mean, we were here for backup and support. You guys look like you're okay."
Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, I know that you have not really had a way to contact me, and that's probably not okay, because it would be great if you could, if you need some help, or you talked about possible jobs coming up. The only thing is I don't really have a phone, a contact point.
Shouldn't be an issue. I've got my phone you guys can use.
Are you okay with me
I
giving?
got one that can call me too.
We can, you know what? We can get you a phone.
Oh,
I mean, if you're going to start working with us, a phone's going to be part of the standard kit. I mean,
okay. Well, I guess until that happens, I mean, I guess I could give you like Keel and Nick's numbers just in case you needed to get in touch with me.
she leans in and she's like, "Which one's Keel and which one's Nick?"
I'm neither.
Keel, wave your hand.
Keel sheepishly waves.
There you go. See, that's who they are.
She's like, "Just give me the not creepy one's phone number."
I'm not going to guess which is which because I could get in a lot of trouble here.
Hey, just give him my phone number, Zuki.
Here, tell you what, I'll just give you Zephyr's number.
Come on.
And Dee Dee's like, "I'll take that one." And Dee Dee pulls out her phone, and she like looks expectantly at you.
And
555.
5555.
555. Yes.
555.
One,
It's really
2, 3, 4.
I give Dee Dee my number.
She leans over to Zuki and is he blushing?
Yes.
That's
But I
so
couldn't say it
cute.
correctly. He does that a lot.
Oh my gosh. You don't get many guys blushing at college. That is just adorable.
Now I'm
And she
really
holds up her phone
blushing.
and takes a picture.
Oh, jeez.
Now when you call, your face will pop up.
And I'm assuming I'm probably got a bloody nose and
You look a little bit beat,
after
yeah.
having crawled out from under a rock.
Literally, exactly. And your phone goes zzz, zzz.
And I look down at it.
There's a little text there that says, "It's me, Dee Dee, smiley face, heart, unicorn."
I look over at her and I take a picture of her.
Somehow she had enough time to react and pose perfectly for it.
The camera was too low and didn't get her face.
Oh.
Oh,
No, it's Zephyr. It got her face.
and I actually glance over at Zuki, see if she's observing me, and just start blushing all the more.
Well, thanks, girls, so much for your help. Let me know, and I can come pick up my kit or whatever it is, and we should probably be going now.
Okay. We're going to see what we can find out because I know we haven't talked much about what's going on here, but this seems like some pretty next level shit.
Yeah, but we probably shouldn't talk in this alley about it. Maybe we can find a time to talk about it a little bit later.
All
Well,
right.
I feel bad. Can we buy you pizza or something? I mean, I feel you all did such good work. I'm just not used to
Oh, no.
like.
We
Group hug?
still no.
Oh, I thought that's where you were going, Reg. I thought that's. I'm just.
Oh
I thought
no,
that's what you were saying.
no! I was thinking there's a Dunkin' Donuts or something. I could do a last late night coffee run if anyone wants caffeine. But
Oh, we got
Well,
we
what
got-
time is it right now? Is it?
it's pretty early in the day, I thought.
Yeah. I was thinking it was the same.
late night in England. That's what I was saying. It was-
No,
that is
I-
an expression.
England, or England?
England.
Yeah, England or London? Which one are we talking about?
Both.
London, England,
First one.
or England, London?
First
so-
one, then the other.
Dude, look, no, go ahead.
So we've got plenty of supplies back at the house. I mean, it's nice of you to offer, but I think we're okay.
All right. Yeah.
So
Wonderful.
I actually sidle up to Dee Dee in my shy, adorable way and said, "Was there a party going on tonight?"
It's this weekend, but yeah, are you coming?
Well, can I? I'm assuming Zuki's invited, and can I
Yeah.
bring Keel with me? And
What day of the week is this right now?
It's Thursday right now, and the party's on Saturday.
Okay.
I mean, I guess. I mean, they're kind of old.
Well, Keel's not that old. He's like only 22, I think.
Oh, well, I guess he could go.
Yeah, Nick's kind of old.
I wasn't going.
Okay, yeah, Kill can
So-
come.
I'll call you. It's one of us will call you. We'll figure it out.
You'll call.
Yeah, someone will call. Maybe Zuki will call.
Or you.
But yes, okay. And
And
I swallow.
and so Brittany looks over at you guys and says, "So, are you gonna do anything with?" And she gestures at the skin suits.
I was planning on searching them and then probably disposing of them in the dumpster.
We could
As
dispose
well.
of them if you need me to.
Yeah, let's just take a look first
Sure.
and make sure they don't have anything on them.
Wallets again.
Just wallets again.
Yeah.
So
How any tattoos on the suits themselves?
No.
Okay.
I actually, before this happened, go over to Kill and say, "Do we want them going into the dumpster as well?" Or
Well, it sounded like they had a way of disposing them.
well,
Well, honestly, because these have already been used, like, do we want to have a proper sort of consecrated, like fire? I mean, maybe.
I mean,
You
we're
mean-
not expecting anybody to come in here. Could we maybe just lay them down to rest or something and let the cleaners take care of it? I don't know. Say a word. I don't know how this stuff works. It just doesn't seem like it was their fault. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no. I mean,
No,
it was certainly not their fault.
Why don't we say a few words on their behalf? And by we, I mean Keel, if you wouldn't mind saying a few words on their behalf. They are at rest, especially being men of the cloth. I mean, they have found their reward, but
And you remember, I know it was a long time ago,
But-
almost two whole game days, which was what, 6 weeks ago. But you
yeah.
remember that when you remember that there were some things that you did in the church that you saw their souls being released. Their souls had been bound to their tortured bodies, and that through some of the acts that you did with the blood runes and washing those away, it released their souls. So you feel like they already are at rest and at peace.
Yeah, no, I feel like just 2 days ago we were in the church and washing away those blood runes set their souls to rest. With these being their physical vessels, I feel any way that we can properly dispose of them would be the right way, whether that be through your contacts, Reggie, or if Brittany here has another way to take care of them. But beyond that, they're at rest.
Okay, chuck them.
And Brittany said, "Well, what we were going to do with them was, study them to figure out what kind of magic was put on them, and then determine if there were any bounties out there, and then just kind of give you your cut."
Well, I mean, obviously that was the next idea. You were a little quick on the quicker. Yes, please do that. You do that.
Okay. And you also see a couple of the sorority girls are in the background and like scraping up the rubble into a couple of duffel bags from the rock monsters.
Thank you so much. We should not take up any more of your time. I know that you probably have plenty of things to be doing right now.
Yeah, we're going to get back. We're going to study this in the lab, and we'll let you know what we find out.
Thanks.
And they grab the skin suits, stuff them in another duffel bag and the rocks, and Brittany gives you a little hug. Dee Dee gives Zephyr a bigger hug. And then you guys they all leave.
Whew. All right. Well, that was a good call, Zuki. Thank you.
Thanks.
Just out of
And
habit.
they might be willing to help us out again if you guys don't spend all your time hitting on them.
I didn't hit.
Well,
Oh,
not you, Reggie.
I didn't hit on him.
Well,
Just out of habit, Zephyr reaches into his jacket and pulls out his inhaler and
Well, I mean, we could always head back to the house unless everyone has pressing matters to deal with. These were the three. These were our leads, weren't they? I mean, these were the like we had anything odd in the wallets of any sort, or was it just generic driver's licenses, pictures?
Give me an investigation.
All right, that is a 17.
Okay, you're like rummaging through the wallet, and it's like there's a little bit of cash, some credit cards, and ID. And as you're feeling around, you realize that you feel something in the lining of the wallet.
Oh, hello. Uh, I say this to the group as well. Can I get it out easily?
Oh yeah, I mean you could probably take like a knife and just slit into the lining,
Okay.
and it's a coin. And
Uh-oh.
the coin on one side has what clearly is the elemental symbol of Earth on it, and you're not sure what the other side is off the top of your head. Does not look familiar to you.
Does it look old?
It does.
Would Mikey B know what this is?
You know, Mikey B might know what it is.
Guys, let's go visit Mikey B. Unless people have something pressing they need to do, like go visit the fairy realm.
technically, I don't need to do that till tomorrow. Tomorrow's my deadline and Nick's, but Nick already went, so I don't know. It's weird. But we could all go there together, or if this is a good time, I could go there now and get it over with.
Mikey B. Mikey B.
I think that's the good call.
Can
Let's
we
do
do a
it.
little bit of healing for those that might be needing it right now? Just
Oh, yeah. Short rest at the Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
sounds like a plan.
Okay, off to Dunkin' Donuts you go. And you grab like some extra sugary coffee for Zuki and probably a donut. Same for Zephyr. Reg probably has black coffee.
Yes, I was like, do you have tea here?
They
And
look
they're
at
like,
you.
sweet tea? Yeah.
No, it's Boston. Sweet tea's not really a thing there.
Oh, okay.
You actually
Yeah,
probably could
black
get hot
coffee.
tea at a Boston Dunkin' Donuts.
Ooh, I'll take it.
All right. So you guys have your short rest. You sit there for about half hour or so, sipping tea and coffee drinks and
And
nursing
I'll
your
be
wounds.
just playing a little hymn of rest, a little bit. Take it easy. Not all that much, but add the little song of rest to it.
Okay.
And that's plus a d6.
1d6 hit points.
Okay. Do you roll the d6 or do we roll the d6?
You roll it.
Okay.
Just like you're rolling your health dice.
Thank you.
And then from your short rest, are you going to head right to the museum?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So while you guys are doing all these calculations, we'll say that you make your way to the museum. You hop in the van, head over, find a parking spot, and head in once again. Same oldish man sitting there, gaunt looking, reading a book.
Bathroom break?
Closes the book, sticks it under his arm, gets up, walks out, doesn't say a word.
Mikey, it's like twice in 2 days. This is amazing.
Hey, this is crazy! I can't believe how much I'm getting to see you guys. Hey, did you bring another cupcake for me? Because I don't get out much.
Oh, God. You know what? No, we didn't. But if you would like, we can...
Ah.
did bring you an
if it's
apple
possible,
fritter.
the skeleton rolls its eyes. You're not sure how, but it did.
Yeah, we did bring you an apple fritter, though. We stopped at Dunkin' Donuts on the way in.
Oh, it's better than nothing. All right, toss it here, and like the jaw clacks up and down. Ngong, 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 ngong. Oh, that's the stuff, man. That is the stuff. So like, what's going on? I mean, you guys haven't been gone that long. I know it feels like it's been a few weeks, but I mean, it's only been like what, a day?
Yeah, no, I know. For us, like a day can feel like a few weeks.
You guys get into a lot of stuff, don't you?
We do. Speaking of getting into stuff, we took down one of those elementals, rock elementals.
Oh,
And yes, we've actually taken down 3 at this point, one on their home plane.
well, that's just crazy talk. Why would you go to its home plane? That's dangerous.
You know, saying it out loud now, it does sound incredibly dangerous.
Fair, we didn't know that it was going to be there when we went to its home plane.
Oh, well, that's
That's
all right
true.
then. Yeah, because I mean, nothing bad ever happens on another plane. So I mean, well, yeah, hey.
Mikey, we did find this though, and I take out the coin and show him.
The skeleton's
The two
head
sockets.
kind of leans forward, and the eye sockets glow a little bit. Huh. All right, so we got a Earth Elemental sigil, and woo, what have we here? Oh, I ain't seen one of those in a long, long time. What you got there is your basic ancient. I don't even know what you'd call it. I mean, it's not a sigil exactly, but it's a representation of the combined 4 elements combined into one.
So, like fire. What? Fire,
Earth,
rock,
Air,
fire,
and water, yeah.
water.
And you would think that they would just cancel each other out, but according to the ancient texts, when they were merged together, it formed something else.
A 5th element?
You could say that, yeah.
God,
Avatar?
I swear on everything that is holy. If love was the answer the whole time, I am going to flip out. Okay. Was this symbol worshipped by any sort of people? I mean, why would this surface now?
Oh, it's a good question. I mean, I'm not sure why, but I mean, that's really ancient times. I mean, we're talking like uh, primordial stuff there. Where I'm sure someone was worshiping it. That was back when people would worship their shadow if they thought it did something. I mean, so. But yeah, I would imagine that the elemental lords had some kind of following.
Elemental lords.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, every elemental plane had its own ruler, so the elemental lords.
Yes. Yeah, I knew that. That's true. They all have their own ruler. Okay.
Now,
So who's the ruler of the Earth plane?
Oh, jeez. Let me see if I can. Oh, God. I'm not actually sure off the top of my head. I might have to go and do some research on that. Maybe cast a few rituals, do some divination, kind of look in the lore, maybe consort with some spirits. You know how these things work.
You want us to come back with cupcakes?
I wouldn't say no to a cupcake. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Mikey. Yes, we will come back. How long do you need?
A few days. I mean, it's a. I mean, I could know something as early as tonight, but it could take a few days. I don't know until I talk to him, and just kind of find out.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, we will keep us posted, I suppose.
All
one
right.
other quick question, Mikey. Um, when we were on the elemental earth plane, the elemental referred to itself as a harbinger.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yes.
That's not good. I mean, well, you know what a harbinger is. Like, I mean, in general terms. I don't mean like, specifically a earth elemental harbinger, but, harbingers are generally heralds of something bigger coming. Uh, if he's a harbinger from the earth elemental plane, what's bigger?
The Lord of the Plane, right?
That's
The
yeah,
Lord
that's
of.
what I'm thinking.
Brian,
Yes.
this symbol on the coin, have we seen it before?
You haven't seen it, but now that you're thinking about it, you've seen symbols like it before.
We have on the talisman.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Mikey, we actually found a talisman with very similar symbols, and we've been spotting people walking around with tattoos very akin like it. Did the did the lords work together in any way? Did they?
Together is a strong word. I mean, they had at one point in time, they had dominion over all of the land. They didn't exactly cooperate with each other. I mean, they each had like their own domains and their own territories. And as civilization grew, as magic grew, they were eventually driven back into their own planes, and that became their domain. But yeah, they used to they used to just walk the plains freely, and were generally the biggest, baddest things around.
What's strong enough to drive them to different planes? The only thing old enough that I can think of is like the fairies or the fairy court.
Oh yeah, that would do it. I mean, you probably need like a lot of fairies and some strong, strong magic. I would think.
Shit. All right.
So,
Uh,
are you saying
Mike,
someone's trying to bring that age again back around?
I think so.
Wow. So the four are gonna rise. That's crazy.
The four are gonna rise. That's another thing that we've been hearing quite a bit about. The four shall rise, rejoice. Yep. All right.
All right. Well, I'll get the names for you, but it sounds like you probably ought to figure out. I don't know. I'm guessing you got no leads on who's behind it, huh?
No, I mean we've noticed sleeper agents in multiple organizations, people with tattoos. And now I'm beginning to wonder if they were sleeper agents or they are exactly what these rock monsters were. We always assumed that they had people in the organizations, but what if they were just wearing suits?
Ooh. Well, I mean, maybe you could find some way of detecting that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yes.
they got to be getting here somehow.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mikey. You've been a huge help as always.
Hey, what else is new, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what I think. That's worth like at least two cupcakes. I'm saying.
Mikey, would you ever consider moving?
We talked about this last time. I mean,
I
this
I
place
know,
is.
but my apartment isn't that big, and it wasn't swanky. But let's say you had lush new digs.
I'm listening.
What if you had a completely refurbished, I don't know, like command center with a big screen television and a sofa and multiple people to talk to throughout the day and evening?
Let me mull it over, but I might have a list of demands because I mean this place is pretty interesting. The artifacts and the old things that they get in here. I mean, this is pretty. This is for someone that's been around as long as I have, this is kind of a little feast here. But I mean, maybe if, and not to mention the wards on this place. I mean, I'm pretty secure here. But yeah, I mean, we could talk.
Yeah, 2 words: vacation home. Just saying.
So like maybe I go and hang out there on the weekends or something like that.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, this place on the weekends, there's like all these little kids in here, and they're like poking things and prodding things, and I can't get away. All right, let's see. If you come up with a good vessel for me, and we'll talk. Because obviously, and he like the arms kind of flop up and down. This can't really go anywhere. The museum would notice if it was missing. So,
True. True. I think we can arrange something.
all right, we'll talk. I'll see you in a couple of days, and we'll figure it out.
All right. Uh,
And
well,
the arm like flips up, and he kind of salutes, and
we walk out back to the street
okay.
and find sort of a quiet bench. And, well, I think we've named, I mean, the elemental lords, yes? I mean, it's sounding more and more like that's the case.
Yeah, the four. So one to represent each of the elements.
If that is the case, I'm wondering if we should make your trip to the fairy court sooner rather than later.
Well, keep in mind, with the Italian Guild also had a way to track that interplanar travel.
That's what I'm thinking too. I would love to go over there and, I don't know, beg, borrow, or steal that. I mean,
I think it's almost time to almost call every single head of the count, like, of everybody again, to let them know the kind of gravity of the situation. You know, the select few that we can trust, because this is way bigger than us at this point.
Well, maybe you guys
we-
go there, and I or Nick and I can go to Winter. But we need to talk about what you want me to convey or what you want us to convey, because we still need to be a little bit cautious in what information we share.
Yes, but Zuki, you've been given some currency, haven't you?
What do you mean?
I mean, fairies trade in information, and I would say one of their greatest enemies coming back into the picture is a doozy of information. What if this could help with your mom? Or your dad? I mean, to us, this is information, and yes, the proper authorities need to know, but to you, this is you walking in with the grandest of grand presents. Anything to help your family.
Letting them know that their ancient foe, the elementals of Earth, or sorry, the elementals, the four elementals, the lords of the elements, have come back.
If you name something, you can kill it. That was either Kierkegaard or the movie Predator. Like, if it bleeds, you can kill it. I mean, so I don't know. It's at your discretion to use, but
No, but if you guys agreed that that this is a smart thing to convey to them, and we may need their help, then might as well go and convey it, and maybe we can get some information back. Is there information that we specifically need? Because I don't want to use this to get personal information if there's information that could benefit all of us.
the other issue is, are we 100% sure that somebody in summer or winter isn't working with them?
We're not. But if this is truly an ancient foe, if someone is working with them, then I doubt all of them would know. This would be news to most, and that person or persons would be betrayers.
Brian, are certain elements associated with either side?
Not that you are aware of, not that you've experienced. I mean, summer tends to be more toward fire and winter more towards ice, but you don't know if that's because of any elemental attunement or if it's more a seasonal sort of thing.
Who really needs to know about this is Sam and the Order of the Plaster Dragon. With the balance, and if those monks are all about controlling, maybe that should be our first stop, and then see if Sam agrees with this course of action, Zuki. And if he does, you could always transport with Nick out of the Plaster Dragon into the courts, and then we could go talk to the guild about this getting one of those items.
Let's do that. And Nick, you really have the choice either way, because since you've been there way more recently than I have, you've got more time to fulfill your side of the bargain.
Oh, I'm going. I am for sure going.
Okay. I thought you might say that.
That's my boy. All right, we head to the Plaster Dragon.
Okay. So you guys, takes you a little while to get the Plaster Dragon, and it's starting to look like a bar again, but it feels different.
Define different.
Emptier still, or what are we looking at as far as different?
It doesn't have the same energy.
I mean, is it more goth than usual? Like weepy, sad.
No, I mean it's more like an actual energy.
Oh,
Assume that there are wards and things still missing, I'm guessing.
Yes.
As we make our way up to the Plaster Dragon, Keel's gonna try and reach out with his divine sense to see if he can tell if any of this is, good or evil.
You're not feeling. You're feeling a distinct absence of good and evil.
Would it be similar to the feelings that we've had when we've run into, like the spiritual dog, for example?
No, because the spiritual dog wasn't an absence. It was strong positive energy, but not of a kind you were used to seeing.
And I'll basically share with the group that I can't feel a presence of good or evil here. If there's like nothing.
Okay. I will walk into the Plaster Dragon, but I will have one hand at my hip, ready to reach for the crossbow.
Okay. Do you head in? There's nobody there right now.
Sam, you.
You hear from the kitchen area. Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. And what's that?
Does he come? Does he come out immediately? Can I sneak over to the door really quick and try to listen in?
Sure. You can sneak over there and try and listen in.
Okay.
Okay. You head over to the door. Give me a perception.
Nat one. Damn it.
Damn it. You like tiptoe over. You lean your head against the door, and the door swings open. Bam! Catches you right in the ear.
Oh! Ow! Ow!
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't know you were there. He smirks. You think
That's all right.
you think he knew you were there?
He knew exactly. Sam, we've found what we believe to be a good lead, and we thought you should be the first person we share it with.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. What's going on?
We believe that the lords of the elemental planes are somehow working together to cause a lot of the disruptions that we've been seeing here in the city.
Really? Huh. I'll have to investigate that. That sounds like what makes you think it's that?
I flip him the coin.
He catches it, flips it over. Earth elemental, huh? And
Yeah, but look.
He flips the other side. Huh. That's unusual. He flips it back to you.
Any advice on where to go from here?
Well, I mean, you know what this other symbol, the symbol on the back is?
It's the elements combining, correct?
Okay, so you got earth elementals, you got elementals combining. Where would you go next?
Probably one of the different planes, yes.
Might want to look into one of those. Are we just dealing with earth elementals, or are there other ones?
So far, we've only encountered earth elementals, right?
Well, are we sure the
That's-
first one was at Earth?
That's not true. some of the demons, or what we've perceived to be some of those demon things, could have been air elementals. The birds, I mean, or the rough approximations of birds. Hell,
Oh, they were all flying, and the spider flew away too.
the dog we fought could have been something else completely.
I think I'd probably start looking into that.
Okay.
See if you can figure out where they're crossing over and what they are.
Yeah, we need to go to the guild. Was it the Northern Guild? Or the
Yep, North
No.
End. Right over the
North End
cannoli
Guild.
shop.
It's the Italians.
It's the Italians.
Well, and we have to remember too that my dad was the one who initially brought me and then us to the Earth elemental plane. He was trying to give us a hint. So he knows more about this than he's letting on, or than he's able to say. So there's a chance that he may be able to give some guidance too. If you guys are off searching about that, and I'm searching because he said he'd meet me as I walked to Winter, maybe I can ask him.
Why is he being circuitous, though? This plays into some of the fears that we had. If hypothesizing, if the queen or one of the ladies of the Winter Court forbid him from notifying you, and he had to find a roundabout way to let you in on it, he would just transport you there and hopes you stumble across it.
Then that means that one of them might be in on it.
If you let them know you know, does it immediately put a bigger target on your back and everyone in this room?
So then do I not let them know, but I can talk to him on the way there? Because he might be able to at least confirm or deny if I give him the information.
Would it hurt her to bring the coin over with her?
Yes, we cannot bring that coin. Because the last time something went into their realm that was that ancient, they got really mad.
This explains the freakout. We couldn't understand why she was so angry and why she was so upset. It's because she knew immediately what it represented. It represented one of the greatest wars or battles that the fairy court ever had to fight. It was seeing the face of a dead man looming over you with a sword.
You know what I could ask him is who I can trust over there, if I can trust her to give her this information. Do you think that he would be honest about that?
No.
No.
I don't know what he would be honest about, honestly.
But if he knows that the wrong information could lead to my death.
Meet with him. Meet with your dad, but don't go alone. Take one of us, and or take a couple of us, and the other half can go over to the guild and sort of try their luck in obtaining one of those items. I'd even be fine with going with you, and we could go to Gray's coffee shop, and the other three can go and visit the Northern Guild.
Well, I believe Nick has some. What is it, Nick? Some information to convey or some questions to ask? He certainly has an obligation to be there at some point over the next. Well, actually, you just got pulled there yesterday, so you've got a while, but.
I don't know if that was an obligatory turn that I took to see them.
Oh, you're planning on going to him. He's not going to meet you here.
No, he said he would meet me the next time I went into Winter.
All right. Yeah, take Nick. I mean, Nick, I don't want to volunteer you, but that place skeeves me out.
It's not like we're together when we go there. You know that, right?
No, I know, but that you at least have a connection to the court itself. Like me, I'm just wolf food.
And we just know how it was last time. And last time we weren't being met. Well, supposedly we're being met at the gateway by my father. Things may change this time.
They could.
Let's roll.
That's the excitement.
Let's roll the dice.
Well, let's give it a try.
Okay, so what are we doing?
So you guys are going to the north end, right?
Cannolis.
Okay.
Should we make a rubbing of the coin?
Ooh. Should I make it rubbing and
Maybe
just
the
bring the rubbing
pictures or
down?
something? Yeah. You
Yeah,
put a
that's a
piece
good
of
idea.
paper down, take out a pencil or charcoal or whatever, and because that's not
Zephyr,
going to set
that's
off any
brilliant.
alarms, is it?
No, it shouldn't.
Zephyr, what a great idea.
I start blushing again.
Okay, you make a rubbing of the coin.
Sweet.
I stick it in my pocket.
Okay. All right, and you guys call for you use your necklace to call for winter.
Yes.
Okay. Zuki holds out her necklace, concentrates on it, and the portal begins to open. And Zuki and Nicholas step into the wintry landscape, and the
Be careful,
portal
guys.
closes
Come
behind
home.
them as Reg and Zephyr call out, and that is where we're going to take our break tonight. So we have crossed into winter. Half of the party are still in the bar, and we're going to go take about a 5-minute break, grab a drink, refresh ourselves, grab a snack, and then we will be back here to continue the story for you. So please don't go away. You don't want to miss how this turns out. We'll see you all shortly. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had as nice a break as we did. In the first half of our show tonight, our heroes fought off cultists and rock monsters and learned that sometimes there are bounties for things like that, and the sorority girls offered to claim the bounties and give them their share. Then they went and visited their good old friend Mikey B, who gave them a little bit more information about the coin they found. And from that, decided that their best bet was to divide and conquer, with Zuki and Nick going to Winter, and Reg, Keel, and Zephyr going to the North End Guild, which is conveniently located above a cannoli shop. Mike's Pastries in the North End of Boston, for those who are wondering. Yes, it is a real place, and yes, the cannolis are amazing. So, where else would the Italian Guild hang out? It's pretty obvious. So, let's start with the guild at the North End, with Keel, Reg, and Zephyr. You guys head over to the guild.
Should we pick up a few cannoli first?
Or, I mean, yeah, we can either do it now.
Well, I'm just
Or,
maybe as a gift to the guild as we go walking in, peace offering.
They live right above it. I
All right.
feel like they've got their fill.
Okay, we'll go after. Jeez.
yeah, we can we head to the back door area? Yeah, and is it the same two guards from before?
One of them is the same, one of them is different.
I know you.
He scowls at you.
Hello. We are here to talk to whomever is in charge about a business proposal.
Wait here. I will go and check and see if he's available. Do you have any additional information that I could convey?
Tell him it's Reg, and it's about stopping the end of the world, and anything else you guys want? I think that's
Planar
good.
travel.
Planar travel. I had a friend with me last time. I almost kicked both of your asses. I think that's it. I think that covers it.
You sure you're remembering events correctly?
Don't know. I was day drinking. So,
All right. I'll go check. You guys wait here.
thank you.
Tony, don't hurt him. Tony just kind of does one of these, and you hear crack, 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 as the vertebrae pop a little bit in each direction, and he just stands there with his arms crossed.
Tony, what size shirt is that? Is that an extra medium? I can see your heartbeat a little bit. It's just it's like pushing. It's pushing out.
He doesn't even react.
It's like one of the guards at Buckingham Palace, isn't he?
Kinda. Eventually,
Tony. Boop on the nose. Tony.
do you boop him on the nose?
No, God, no,
Okay.
please.
I'm just
no.
I'm asking.
I'm a fragile Englishman. No, God.
Okay. So you're just kind of you're messing with him, and he's just standing there, arms crossed, just taking it all in. And eventually, his partner in crime comes back down and says, "Boss will see you."
Thank you. Tony, I will see you next week for that poker game, you old scallywag. We just became fast friends. He's a delight. You gotta show him your Christopher Walken impression. Tony, show him. He'll show you later.
He's at the top of the stairs.
All right.
He kind of
We head up the
does
stairs.
one of these with his head and goes back to his post. Reginald,
Yeah.
I assume by the fact that you have returned that you have some information you wish to exchange, or some news of whatever it is that's going on.
Yes, actually. Things have gotten more complicated than originally thought. And we were thinking along the lines of mortal men and their disputes when things have taken an odd turn.
Okay, odd how?
We believe that the different lords of the planes, elemental planes, could be working together to bring about an end to life as we know it on this plane of existence.
Show him the coin.
Oh, yes, we found this, and
He looks at it. He says, "All right, that's what elemental planar Earth, and the hell is this?"
that's all the symbols sort of working together. Sans heart, so almost Captain Planet, but not quite.
That's not like anything I ever seen, but okay, I will take your word for it. And he tosses it back to you.
And we were actually coming to see if we could borrow one of your toys.
Borrow. What exactly is it that you wanted to get your hands on?
We've noticed when you were showing us your wonderful base of operations that you had a room full of fantastic little gizmos and doodads, one of which you explained to me to be able to sort of notify or track things that might have punched through to this plane of existence.
Yep, planar breaches. Non-traditional uh, crossings over from another plane.
Right, right. And uh, there's no easy way to ask this, but can we has it
For what?
for a firm handshake and the knowledge that you're doing your best to save?
No, what I mean is how is this gonna help you exactly?
I don't know. I assume it would help us in order to track down any sort of beasties and baddies that are making their way onto this plane, or at least finding holes that they've already punched through.
I
Right.
suppose.
Yeah. You mentioned that it was a non-traditional way. What would be considered a traditional way that planar travel
Well, I mean,
happens?
there's plenty of things that move between the planes normally, like the Fae. They come here all the time. They're not supposed to, but they come here all the time. And if you're moving between here and the Fae realm, that's not going to show up because you can just open a portal. But if you're punching through the fabric of reality, that's something completely different. And this will detect the holes in the fabric of reality. Now, if you wanted to try and track those and see if you can make sense of that, yeah, I suppose that might work.
Yes, that we do that.
But I don't know if that's going to help you with any elementals.
That's the question. We came across 3 rock elementals who had taken skin suits off of dead priests.
Ah, it's just disrespectful.
Yeah. And they're using them to disguise themselves on our plane. And we're worried, with the combination of the 4 elements. We've seen Earth show up. We're just wondering when fire, water, and air is going to show up
Oh well,
if they haven't already.
so do you know where they came through? I mean,
No,
It's kind of
I'm
what we were hoping. If you had any kind of device or magic or anything like that to help us track that.
Have there been any breaches lately that you've noticed?
a couple, but I mean, nothing, nothing like any kind of regular transport.
Are there points here in the city of Boston that are considered regular points of transport? You've mentioned the Fae having certain access points. Are those fixed?
There are definitely fixed points. There are certain places which are confluences of energies, like ley lines kind of a thing. And if you have a certain set of ley lines or a concentration of those, then in theory, that would be a better place for a portal. The plastered dragon is lousy with ley lines.
So, what about instead of borrowing one of your very expensive, probably magically enhanced doodads, what about a map? Do you think you could mark the places that at least you're aware of here in the city?
Yeah, I could probably come up with a. I could probably come up with a map of the hot spots here. Yeah, I could do that.
That would be wonderful. Maybe then we can Keel, Zephyr, maybe we could take this and start marking down instances that we are aware of. Encountering the dog in the alleyway, the some of the other places, and see if we can maybe, I don't know, find the point of access.
Almost a central point.
Yeah, yeah. There's got to be more to this. You know, it's
And he goes, yeah,
But
yeah.
those
Hang on, give me a minute. Let me go print something up. And he goes and prints up. You can hear something printing in the background. And he comes back with a fairly large sheet of paper. It doesn't look like it was a regular inkjet or laser printer. It looks like maybe a plotter or something. And it's a decent map of the greater Boston area. And he goes and he gets some sizable straight edges and he like lays it on a table and he pulls out some reference books and you see him, he's like drawing lines and crisscrossing them, and it takes him a little while, but eventually he hands you this, and there's different types of ley lines, different energies, and he shows you the map and the different energies, and you can see that there are certain points where lines converge. And there's different types of energy, and there's places where a lot of different energies converge. And like the plaster dragon is probably one of the greatest concentrations of ley lines. uh, Former Ben headquarters is another large concentration of ley lines. The Court of Shadows main headquarters, concentration of ley lines. There's a concentration of ley lines that seems like it's right near the coffee shop where Zuki and her dad were.
interesting. Any other major concentrations?
The vampires have a concentration, and the Crimson Blade also have a concentration of lines.
Now, does
And it would be
opening a portal? I'm sorry. Does it always happen at a concentration, or could it happen anywhere?
Well,
Somebody opening a portal.
you don't have enough experience to know for sure, but the spots where you have encountered the the spots where you encountered the weird spectral creatures were definitely not on concentrations of ley lines, and you suspect that is why this other device picked them up.
Which also tells us that they're probably not elements of air if they were coming across and picked up by this device.
right. So are we dealing with two separate entities here? Are the elementals and whatever else is trying to break in, are they completely separate things?
Now, are we aware of the outer planes still? Is that us that's aware of it, or is only Nick aware of this?
No, no,
The
the in between.
in between.
Yeah. Do you have anything like that? Anything that could help us with tracing things that might be coming in from the in between planes?
I mean, that would be the device that's picking up on the planar breaches. I mean, because those would be coming through in places where they're not supposed to be coming.
Now,
Is there
with
anything that can track these beings once they're here? Is there any way of tracking them? Do you know?
I didn't even know they existed, so I would not be the best person to ask.
with that device specifically, is it kind of like an alarm that goes off, or can it tell distance of those breaches?
It's
What I'm trying to get that to is, would we be able to pinpoint exactly where those breaches are coming from if we had that device on us?
I would imagine that if you spent enough time and effort on it, you could probably start to use it to track things. We've just been using it as an alarm.
What do we need to do to allow you to let us borrow this device?
This is a fairly valuable item. What kind of collateral can you give me? Because, I mean, we don't really have much of a working relationship yet. I want to trust you. It sounds like you're trying to do the right thing here.
No, no. Uh, I have one thing of value in the whole world. I have an apartment. It's rent controlled. I mean, I'd hand over the keys and everything in it is yours. I mean, if you would like, but
Where are you going to
it's little.
stay? I mean, that seems.
I'm going to crash on someone's couch like a teenager.
If you want to hand me the keys to your place, I'm not gonna. We'll say that if I don't hear from you in a week, then we're allowed to go in and look around. But I'll give you a week to see what you can find out. How's that?
That's terrifying. We accept.
I'll be right back. And he wanders off and comes back, and he's holding a crystal. And he says, "You're gonna need to spend some time meditating over this, so that you can become in sync with its energy."
Ooh, I am not a magical. Zephyr Keel, is anyone feeling feisty?
I mean, I'd be happy to take it, but I don't know if I'm the right person to have it.
I could sing it a song.
Do you need innate magic? Do you need magic?
No, I don't have any
All
innate
right.
magic, and I've used it. But I mean, maybe someone with innate magic would get more out of it. I don't know. You guys will have to experiment with it.
Kill, we seem to be going up against a lot of evil here. Seem to be a lot of strong spiritual stuff going on. You may be best suited for this.
Didn't those things communicate with you, Keel? The dog?
In a sense,
What did it say?
being what feels like 8 weeks ago, I don't remember
That
word
was-
for word,
It
but
wasn't that long. It was like 6 days.
something like 6 days. But time's it feels like it's slowed down. But something along the lines of "you're of us, but not one of us."
That's pretty much exactly what they said. So it's not bad.
Do you mind?
No, I mean, I'll do everything I can to stop the end of the world, and yeah, I'll be happy to take it and do everything I can to
He reaches
figure it out if possible.
he reaches out and hands you the crystal, and then he holds his hand out to Reg.
Thank you again for everything that you've done. And
He shakes your hand, but he says, "I was kind of holding it out for the keys, though."
I know, and I've just been stalling in hopes that I didn't have to hand them over. But here, the front door, you have to jiggle a bit. And
You know what?
sorry for the.
If it comes to it, I'll figure it out. But I have no intention of using these keys.
Okay, thank you.
Trust but verify. You understand?
I understand. Yeah.
It's the way trust works. It's like, I don't know you, so I'm going to start trying to trust you. So I'm going to give you a saucer. If you don't break the saucer, maybe I'll give you a saucer and a teacup. If you don't break the saucer and the teacup, maybe I'll give you some silverware to have. And you get the metaphor. So this is just me verifying. So I'm going to hang on to these keys, but I'm not going to do anything with them unless I have to.
Kill,
Thank
don't
you.
break the saucer.
Can we interest you in a cannoli? Can you take a break?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm on duty up here tonight, and I mean, that place is open late. It's real easy to get to. I gotta, I'm trying to watch what I eat here. A few too many cannolis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, could I ask one more favor?
In for a penny, in for a pound. What do you got?
Can I just get a personal tidbit on Tony? Any sort of like thing? What does he like? What does he not like? Just is he a is a dog, a cat person?
What does Tony not like? He doesn't like when people screw with him. But I mean, we tend to get our guards for their no nonsense demeanor.
Understood. Understood. All right.
So,
Thank you again.
yeah, all right. Good luck, and keep me posted if you don't mind, because I think we all have a vested interest in the world not ending.
Yes, we will certainly give you a call if the world's about to end. You can start shoveling cannolis down your throat.
I was kind of thinking, with enough time to help make it maybe not end, was kind of where I was
Oh,
going
that
with
too.
that. But your thing's good too. Your thing's good too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that would be great.
All right, all right. Good luck.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in winter, Zuki and Nick step through, and the portal closes, and you see Zuki's dad come walking over, and he has an elven woman with him.
Do I recognize that elven woman?
No, you do not. He says,
Do I?
also do not. No. He says, apologies, Zuki. Per request of Guldurak, Lysar here is to attend to Nicholas, and I am to escort you to Guldurak.
Is that okay with you, to Nick?
Seems pretty much par for the course.
All right, as long as you're good with that,
I mean,
because
does
we
it
can
matter?
split it if you want.
I mean, does it? Does it matter?
Who are you asking?
If it does to you, I would be happy to contest it.
Good luck with that. I'll continue on with her.
Okay.
And she says,
I think those are the fewest words I've ever heard from Nick in a situation like this.
Worry not, Nicholas. You will be well cared for here.
Oh, you and I, we're having a blast.
As you say. And the two of them walk off in one direction, and you and Dad head in the other.
Zuki awkwardly, like, I can't figure out how to convey this. Okay, so she looks at Dad and she's like, I'm sorry. I'm not good with relationship stuff because I haven't had, and you're an elf, and I don't know. Are we supposed to hug now?
It would not be out of line if that was what you were feeling.
Do elves do that? Is that a thing?
Yes.
I don't know how this works.
It is a thing. It is not everyone hugs, but if you feel a connection to that person and emotion or affection has moved you, it would be appropriate.
That sounds very logical. All right. Well, if you put it that way.
Do you wish to hug me?
Well, not really at the moment. We'll see if the mood strikes. This is a little awkward, but that's okay. I just don't know how this works.
He reaches his hand out and just squeezes your shoulder. It is all right. It will make sense eventually, I hope.
Me too.
And you guys walk on in silence, awkward silence for a little bit.
So I don't know how long we're going to have to talk here before there's lots of other people around.
Not long, but when you are done
can
with...
we be overheard?
I think we are safe for the moment. I believe that the hospitality and protection likely applies to your privacy here as well.
Well, what about with the necklace? Because Lady Guldrock gave me this, and she assured me that she can't listen to me through the necklace. But can I trust her? Is that safe? And now the two necklaces have merged. There was a winter necklace and a summer necklace, and I don't know if the rules have changed to now.
That was two necklaces.
It was.
I have not heard of that happening before. I am not sure what You may wish to ask about the rules and ask as precisely as you can.
I worry that my language won't be precise enough. She said that she couldn't hear me through it, but is she even able to know if now Summer can through it, or if I worry that one wrong word and I'm not going to have the information that I need. You know these rules better than I do. What should I ask her?
I wish I could tell you that, but to advise you how to outsmart a member of the court, I fear would go against my obligations. But
It's against your protocol. I get it.
but I can tell you to consider her words very carefully.
So if I give you some information right now, would that possibly be a bad thing?
If you wished to make a trade and you asked for something in return, if what was offered was of comparable value, then and I accepted the deal, then I would be obligated to share with you.
All right. We found a coin. You know about the priests, right? We conveyed this information to you.
Yes, I was there when one of the priests...
Well, you were there for one of them, but there were two more. They're no longer around, but they were the same as the first.
Were they harbingers?
They were, or at least as far as I know, they were. They look. If it looks like a harbinger, it talks like a harbinger, and it crumbles to stone like a harbinger. It's probably a harbinger.
Just stone or stone and metal?
Ooh, I would know this.
Just stone.
Just stone. Just stone.
So lesser beings then, not as potent as the harbinger, but still. The fact that they were so openly on your plane is troubling.
Oh, so the harbinger that we saw in the elemental plane was like a step above those two things?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, okay. Well, we found this on one of them, and she shows the rubbing of the coin. And I know that one side of this is earth elemental, but the other side appears to be much more than that. Do you recognize it?
He looks at it.
Specifically trying not to say what it is, just in case she can be overheard.
I do. I do know what that is. That is very... And I'm gonna... He picks up on your circumspection and so is also curious. That is very interesting.
I didn't bring the item because I knew it could cause problems here.
That is appreciated.
But since you seemed to be aware of more than we were before, which is how we ended up fighting the Harbinger, it looks like there are more locations involved. Would there be 3 other locations involved in this that we need to address?
That is likely a reasonable assumption, yes.
Would you have access to those 3 locations?
I might be able to help identify those locations for you.
Okay.
So the information that you have for me is that the Harbinger and its lessers were on your plane. Is there anything else you can tell?
And that it looks like, according to the item that we found on one of them, that this world is either involved in danger or both.
Yes. I see what you are suggesting. And if what you say is true, that is a worthy piece of information.
I would suspect, but I don't know for sure, that because there's an ancient and bad history associated with this image here in this realm, that it would not be all the people of the realm who would be involved if anyone was. That person would be, that a person that had something to do with bringing this about would be a betrayer of this realm. Is that correct?
It does seem likely, because there are not many with the knowledge required to put something like this into motion, or to put it together, to have the awareness to even set these events in motion.
So is it a fair exchange to ask for you, even if you can't tell me now, even if you have to research, to give me the 3 locations
Yes.
that might be involved, and perhaps a passage to those locations if that's possible?
I can give you the information. Passage may be more difficult, but if what you say is true, and if your suspicions are correct, I would hold this information close to the vest. You do not know who you can and cannot trust with it, within this realm.
So is there anyone here at all that you feel that I can trust other than you?
Perhaps the Winter Lady. Not
Goldarok or the lady?
the lady. My relationship with her has been cordial. She has not exerted power over me, even though she could.
Okay. Should I speak to her?
It may be worth your while, yes.
Okay. But my bargain requires that I speak with Lady Goldarok.
Yes, yes, it does. It does not require that anything meaningful transpire between the two of you.
Okay.
Merely that you interact.
Then do you think I should wait to talk to the lady with my questions about the necklace? Or should I talk to Lady Goldarok?
Lady Guldurak gave you the necklace.
So she's the one to ask. Is that correct, or should I wait?
Lady Guldurak gave you the necklace.
I understand.
Meanwhile, Nick and Lesar, his new buddy. So, what have you come to learn today? We didn't expect you back so soon after... But I sense that you are a changed man. You seem less skeptical, but more tightly wound, if that is possible.
Yeah, puberty will do that. Did we already meet? Do I know you?
No, we have not met, but word of you has spread.
Oh, it's good. Sounds nice. What'd you learn? What do you know?
I know who you are. You are the son of Azumai.
Who? What? Oh, yeah. So you know that story, huh?
Yes, yes, we do. You know it too, but you didn't believe it. Do you believe it now?
Yeah. Which part did you get? Did you get the beginning or the end?
I got the whole story.
Oh, okay. I only got the cheap seats story. So, but I actually am interested in talking to Lady Goldarak. Is she available?
She is not. She sent me to converse with you. Perhaps when she is done meeting with Zuki, you could have some of her time?
Well, you might want to interrupt them because this is some pretty pretty important information, and I don't want to relay it to a. I don't want to offend, but an underling.
Oh, I see. Well, as an underling,
I'm one as well.
I
I
certainly
am
would
both
not
of them.
countermand my lady's orders, and therefore I shall not interrupt. After all, I couldn't possibly be capable of the judgment necessary to decide whether or not an interruption was warranted. And clearly neither would you, so I suppose we shall have to keep ourselves busy somehow.
How about we talk about the destruction of the Winter Court?
You might want to choose your words carefully,
Me, not
half-blood.
for me. I'm not that guy.
You
That's not me.
see,
That's what it's in regards to.
what you must understand is that the way things are said is as important as the things themselves, and many in the court would take what you just said as a threat. And the interesting thing about threats is that they invalidate hospitality.
Do I look threatening?
Your words were clearly threatening, and now you are backpedaling.
It's just information.
As a courtesy, I thought you should know that you were jeopardizing your personal safety, but if you do not wish the advice of a mere underling, I will hold my tongue.
I've heard you.
You see, it's quite a dilemma. I am tasked with your safety, and so when you do something to jeopardize that safety, I must comment. However, if you continue to persist in going against my advice, then I have certainly done what I was tasked with, and we will let the cards fall where they may. Do we
Oh, you.
understand each other?
Yes, I have played a game of cards before. Sounds like you do high stakes.
Yes, yes, indeed. Would you like to start again?
Uh, is it Texas Hold'em or Pinochle?
How would you like to spend the time you have remaining?
Ah, yes. So Goldorak's not on the menu.
Give me a perception check. Are you on mute?
No, I just
Okay.
wasn't pressing the button, which is a good thing. 23, so I got a plus
Okay.
plus 7, so 16 plus 7.
Okay, so as you're talking to her, you hear a little bit of crunching on the snow behind you.
Party time, excellent.
What do you do?
Come on over, it's just getting started for the party time over here.
You glance over your shoulder and you see a few of the large winter wolves have drifted in behind you.
Oh, these are my favorite guys. Have you met them?
If you do not wish to be here, you do not need to be here. You fulfilled your obligation yesterday.
Actually, I did want some information, and I wanted to share some information, but
But you are not content to wait.
well, I mean, if you have something on that level to share, I'd be willing to trade.
Something on what level?
As we discussed earlier, the safety of
I am
multiple
skeptical.
kingdoms.
I am skeptical that you have actual information of use. What are you seeking in return?
Wow, I guess we could start small and work up to it. If you want to maybe start with information about my mom, we could start there. Get to know each other a little bit.
Share what you know, and I will give information of commensurate value.
So, are you familiar with the War of the Elementals?
When you say the War of the Elementals, are you referring to the ancient history in which the elementals were sealed away on their respective planes?
Yes.
Then yes, I am.
So, we'll just say information on that level.
You want to give a history lesson? Very well. I can tell you that your mother had multiple names. And
That's pretty
if
common.
and if your information is valuable, I will share with you one of her names.
How's that going to help me?
Oh, it is quite a helpful piece of information. I will let you
How,
mull this over.
how about if you tell me who killed her?
Well, that is a matter of some debate as to who killed her.
So you don't know for sure either?
No one knows for sure.
No one?
Well, I suppose whoever struck the death blow does know, but it could have been the summer night, it could have been the winter night. Some say it was both, and that the blow was struck jointly so that no tribe could claim victory. That it was a true joint victory of summer and winter. Now you.
How sure are you that the elementals have been permanently locked away?
Nothing is permanent, but they have been sealed for millennia.
And if parties were working to unseal them?
Then they would be dealt with.
Would they?
Yes, yes, they would.
If they didn't know they were coming?
I do not understand.
Or were already here?
Are you suggesting that the elemental lords are freed from their prisons?
Sounds like it.
Then you are incorrect. I do not believe you are lying, merely misinformed.
Possible.
Were the elemental lords freed, your world would be in ruins.
Sounds like it.
Is your world in ruins?
I mean, that's a debate right there. Is it really? I don't know. It's pretty close. But I see what you're saying. I like the cut of your jib. And let's just say that the heralds have been spotted.
I'm afraid I will need more. I will need more than
They're
that.
hearkening. They have been hearkened.
Again, I feel that you do not exactly know what you are speaking of. And at the moment, I feel that the information I have given you is of greater value than the
All right,
information
fine. I
you
get it.
have
I get
given
it.
me.
I get it. We battled with the harbingers of Earth.
You battled with an Earth Harbinger.
Yes, not of Earth, but made of Earth.
Yes, I figured that was what you meant. Now that is a comparable piece of information. Where did this battle take place?
On multiple planes.
You battled with the Harbinger on multiple planes.
Or harbingers.
Give me a deception check.
All right, I got a natural 19, but I'm really good at deception, so it's a +7.
That is excellent. So you say to her, could have been multiple, and she replies, "It could have been, but it was not. If you will not treat honestly with me, then I believe our dealing is at an end."
So wait a second. Out of just we didn't fight multiple harbingers. I thought they were all
Nope.
harbingers. Well, then that wasn't a lie of a lie. It was a lie of idiocy.
Oh.
Wasn't intentional. I believed it.
Meanwhile, back over with Guldurak, yeah. So Zuki and her dad have reached Guldurak, and Dad says, "I will be waiting over in my chambers with your mother. When you are done here, please feel free to join us." And he gives a small but not too deep of a bow to Guldurak. And he reaches out and kind of squeezes your hand and just nods briefly to you and then walks away. You're on mute.
Yeah, she waves back awkwardly. Okay, so Zuki looks over at Goldurak.
She glances at Dad as he's walking away, and she looks back at you. "Family is so important, is it not?"
Absolutely.
"I trust your reunion has been pleasant?"
Yes. Yes, it has. Thank you.
"And what have you learned in the time we have been apart?"
What have I learned about what?
"About what it means to be Fae. About your heritage."
I'm starting to think I'm far too emotional because they seem to be a he seems to be a fairly logical sort of person. I'm having trouble interacting
Perhaps,
appropriately.
perhaps he is just unsure of how to communicate with you. After all, he has watched over you from afar for so long.
I suppose it's fair. I've known him like 2 days, so we're probably in a good place for 2 days. So that's good.
Yes, I think it might be.
Um, Hi, I'm back. I mean, it's been 6 days. I guess I could have come back tomorrow,
Yes, you
but
could
this
have,
seemed
but
as
this is fine. This is fine. So,
that's good.
you have been thinking on how we communicate and on our deals and bargains.
Yes.
What do you know now that you didn't know when you saw me last about what it means to be Fae? Particularly to have a title or a role in the world of the Fae.
Well, it seems like if you have a title or a role in the world of the Fae, then you may be bound or limited in what you can convey by other people who might be above you in stature.
Just so.
Why is it that you need to know that I know that?
It is important for you to understand, because the reasons you are not told things vary. Whereas mortals tend to believe that if someone is keeping something from them, it is because of malicious intent. Whereas our secrets are sometimes not based in intent at all.
So I have information for you that you may or may not know that might be interesting.
Pertaining to what?
To the necklace you gave me.
Ah, and what would you have in exchange for this information?
I'd like to know why you have such particular interest in me and why Summer might seem to have equal interest.
Why I have interest in you?
You and or those who you serve.
Ah, that is a different question, is it not? All right.
Perhaps.
So you wish to understand why those who command me have instructed me to involve myself in your life.
Correct.
And you wish for me to theorize why Summer might do the same.
Yes.
Very well. I accept your deal. Please share with me the information about the necklace.
You gave me a necklace that looked like a snowflake.
Yes.
Now, at a separate time, you did assure me when I asked you that you could not overhear me in any way, in that you could not listen to me through this necklace. That this was a necklace for summoning. Summer gave me a similar necklace. And then she pulls out the necklace. Somehow the two have become one necklace.
She looks at it. That is new. Something has happened to your necklace, and you say that you did not cause this change yourself.
Not in any way that I'm aware of.
And you have reason to believe, I am assuming here, you have not actually said as much, but based on your words, I am led to believe that somehow Summer has heard you through your necklace.
I don't know for sure, but it's made me more suspicious as to whether or not I can be heard in any way at any time through the necklace by winter or by summer.
May I examine the necklace?
Yes. But I think I'd prefer not to take it off.
That is acceptable. And she leans forward and she holds her hand over the necklace and closes her eyes. I am sensing a merging of enchantments. Summer could indeed hear some things through this necklace, and it seems that with the combination, it is possible that those in winter may be able to listen as well. But it is not an open channel. It is not. She closes her eyes again. It is not that you can be heard at all times. It is only when winter or summer are invoked that the necklace comes to life. Speaking about one of our realms attracts our attention. This enchantment was not put there by winter, but by virtue of the combination of the necklaces, we now benefit from it.
Is the only other option that the enchantment was placed by summer?
I cannot say for certain the only, but to my thinking, certainly the most logical.
When you say the enchantment was not placed by winter, can you tell if the enchantment wasn't placed by any winter, or to your knowledge by anyone in winter that you know of? Meaning someone who is not being loyal to your cause or to winter's cause, yet was a part of winter, might have been able to put on the enchantment.
If it was placed by someone who was a betrayer, then I would not be able to detect it. It would not register as an action of winter, because
Okay.
winter cannot go against the wishes of winter. For someone to have broken with winter in such a fashion is possible. It has been done before. I suspect that by now you have heard of Azamai. She broke with winter and was able to do great damage, so.
I've heard of her. So,
So now I must answer your questions.
yes.
But first we cut back over to Nicholas, who has been thinking upon what Lysar has said to him, and what has he decided?
That she should be in charge and just let me know what I need to know.
I am still waiting for you to offer up information of value. What I have traded with you is comparable to knowing that you fought a harbinger on the elemental plane of Earth. If you wish
Yes.
to know more, you will have to give more.
What do you want to know?
I do not know what information you have for me. I only know what information I have for you.
I'm sorry, what? Say that again?
I cannot guess what information you might want to share. What do I want to know? I have no specific desires where you are concerned. If you have information that you feel would be worth one of your mother's names, I am willing to hear it.
Give me a for instance, an example.
For example, you gave me information that you fought a harbinger and that you fought it on the elemental plane of Earth. That is information of value. I did not know the harbingers had returned. I did not know where you encountered the harbinger. Do you have other information similar to this?
Haven't fought any other harbingers, but we imagine that there are others in play. We just haven't found them yet. We just recently accidentally found the Earth one because we were taken there by somebody.
Someone brought you to the elemental plane of Earth.
Yes.
Now that is an interesting piece of information. Would you care to share with me who brought you a name for a name?
If I knew his name, I would tell you. but I didn't write it down.
Ah,
It's a guy.
pity.
An elf, elf-like.
Very well. So you are telling me that the person who brought you is an elven man. I will tell you that your mother was an elven woman. Now we are even again.
Ooh.
Excellent. So, did you have an agenda that you wanted to work out, or was there something else you wanted to tell me?
If you have no information to exchange, I thought perhaps we could discuss courtly manners.
And begin.
And over the course of the next hour, you get a whole bunch of boring ass lessons about how to behave in the winter court. You're fairly miserable because it's things like when to bow, how to speak to certain people, and it pretty much goes against your entire personality.
Am I going to remember any of this?
Possibly. You know what? When we're all done, we'll give you an intelligence saving throw, and we'll see
Gotcha.
how well you absorbed it. And we'll briefly pop back over to the material plane to see what these guys are up to. As they leave, do you harass Tony on the way out before going for cannolis?
No, God, no. Tony's been through so much already. He's had a rough life, Tony. So no, let's we leave him be and let him live his life. As a
As,
nameless NPC.
as you guys leave, Tony just nods at you.
Yeah. Goodbye, Tony. I love you.
And he starts staring straight ahead again. It's like, you've ruined it. You had a moment
God,
and you ruined it.
I tried not to mess with him. I couldn't help it. It just came out. All right. So,
Cannolis.
cannolis. Yeah, we head over to the cannoli
Right.
shop.
You go. It's late enough into the evening that the line isn't too crazy. I mean, it's still a line because it's Mike's, but
It's
Yeah.
Mike's.
you get a little box of cannolis or a big box of cannolis wrapped up with string.
I get a box of cannolis for us to split. And then I also get a box of cannolis for Zuki. So that she has a box of cannolis.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. And then I guess I would want to head back to the apartment. One. Oh no,
Do you have a key
can't
to
head
the
back to the
apartment?
apartment. Mother Fletcher.
You
We
can go back
will
to Plaster
head-
Dragon.
No, let's head back to
Are they
the
going to return to the Plaster Dragon, or are they going to return? Where are we going to see him again?
probably the Plaster Dragon. There's precedent set for them coming back. We just don't know what time they're coming back. So, yeah, we'd probably head back to the Plaster Dragon, sort of set up shop, set up the map, and
Okay.
sort of
Start looking at the
Start
ley
mapping.
lines and stuff.
yeah, marking the certain places where we've encountered certain things and trying to piece together information. But we could also take a short rest and let Keel attune to this new
Yeah.
magical
Absolutely.
doohickey. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go to the Plaster Dragon. You take a short rest, and while Keel is attuning to put just note on your sheet, the dimensional crystal is what it's called.
Okay. I wrote down as the planar tracking crystal. But
That's fine. That's fine. And
Okay.
in the meantime, Reg, you and Zephyr are investigating the map.
Yes.
Do you guys want to give me insight checks?
Oh, yeah. We can do an insight check. That would be
Sure.
great. What do you got? Because I did pretty good.
I did all right. 25.
Oh, 25 is good. Doesn't beat my nat 20 plus 10, though.
Woof. So the two of you looking at this map, and you're like drawing little dots where you've encountered the different spectral creatures. And the interesting thing about this is that these spots seem to be just about as far away from a ley line as they could be. Like, if there's like a crisscrossing pattern of ley lines, the dot is like as far away from any of the closest ley lines as it can be in each of these locations in the downtown Boston area.
So they don't fit up with any of these things.
No, quite the opposite, though. We could probably find points on the map
You
that
might
are
be able to.
furthest away from ley lines.
Now,
Sort
can
of
we find the center place from where they come from by chance? Is there a central area if we were to intersect them?
There does not seem to be a central place on. They don't seem to converge on anything.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I mean, I would look for places that are distant. You know what I mean? The places that are way,
Yeah.
like, in between.
With no
Oh,
ley lines near them.
yeah, with
In
no ley lines
between,
in
yeah.
between.
The in between.
Yeah.
In
What
between.
a crazy random happenstance. Yeah.
Right? I mean, what are the odds of something like that happened? 100% because it did happen, all right?
Because it did happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys start studying the map and looking for that. Meanwhile, Zuki and Guldurak begins to explain. There are many reasons why the courts could be interested in you. I can only tell you from Winter why I have been directed. And there are two reasons for that. The first is because of who your father is. As the daughter of the Winter Knight, there is power in you, and lineage, and although you are half human, you are still his daughter. And so we naturally want to keep tabs on you. There are few that wield the magical metal that you have on your wrist, and that makes you special and worthy of our attentions. The second reason is more elven, more fey, and that is that he cares about you, and that means that those above him find you useful. It is not a kind thing to say, but it is a true thing to say. Do you understand?
So you're interested in me to use me to get him to do what you want him to do.
I am interested in you because I am told to be interested in you.
They're interested in me in order to be able to manipulate him into getting him to do what they want him to do.
Yes. But also in your potential. It is possible that you could come around to our side, to our way of thinking on your own. And if you did, then the other avenue would be unnecessary. And these lessons are to help you understand who we are and how we operate and how we think.
So just as essentially I become a tool of the winter court, the summer court would see me as a tool of the summer court as well, because through me, he could be manipulated as well. Correct?
Almost certainly. Though there is a piece that I am missing, and I wish that I could give it to you, but I truly do not know. And that is whatever it is that caused the necklaces to merge.
Have you not seen something like that before?
I have not. And I admit...
Does it bother?
Yes.
Does it bother you that Summer can overhear us probably right now? Because I've just talked about Summer, so I've triggered it. So Summer can probably hear our conversations?
It is likely that they can, yes.
Is there a way to stop that?
not refer to them. Or refer to them more obliquely.
Okay. Does the word summer have to be used?
I do not know, but I am sure that if it is used, that is a trigger. I do not know how obtuse we must be.
Well, it's a little late now, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Well, I was supposed to be here once a week. And so far, I've given you information and you've given me information. Is that the purpose of these weekly visits, is for me to come and give you information while you give me information and then we say our goodbyes? Or is there a greater purpose to it?
The purpose is for you to learn and understand. And if I feel that you have absorbed some new knowledge about winter, then our arrangement is satisfied.
But that new knowledge about winter didn't come from you. That new knowledge about winter came from my father.
that is true. But the knowledge arrived nonetheless, and through our conversation and our exchange of information, I feel you have a greater understanding of your role and what you are getting yourself into, shall we say.
So then, might I ask what the point of continuing to come here is, other than obligation? If I can learn what I need to from my father?
You are not obligated, if you recall. We said 4 visits. You could stay longer if you desired. We did not set a purpose for these visits, other
Right,
than
so-
for you to learn. You could come
So
and
I'm
we could sip
obligated
tea.
for 2. Okay.
And you could spend time with your father instead. Technically, I did not say that you had to visit me. I said you had to visit Winter. Your visits could be entirely with him, and we could never cross paths again.
Well, then, unless there's information that you feel would be helpful for me to have, I think I'd like to go see him now.
As you wish. And she waves her hand, and a shimmering cloud of mist appears behind you. He is on the other side.
Thank you.
Until
And
next
step
time.
into-
Okay, and you step into the mist, and he is sitting by the bed holding Mom's hand. And he's talking to her.
What's he saying?
Um,
Does he know I'm
uh, he doesn't seem to have noticed you come in yet. But he's recounting his conversation with you from when you walked in, and he's like trying to tell her about you, and it's awkward because he doesn't know how to talk about you because he still doesn't know how to relate to you because it's always been from a distance. But he's like, it's like he's trying to have a conversation with her even though she's in a coma. Like, kind of like, so, this is what we did today. We went on a picnic, and, she learned to ride a bike, that kind of a thing. Except it's weirder because it's like, she told me about fighting elementals, and, she's learning about planar travel, and so it's.
I got my Peter travel training wheels.
It's like he's trying to brag to Mom about you, about kind of like he sounds like he's proud of you. And he's trying to find something to get through to her, some way to break through to make her respond. And he was hoping that talking about you might be that thing.
Hello?
Oh, I did not hear you come in. Please forgive me. I've been talking to your mother. She never answers, but she always was a good listener. Kind of awkward laugh.
It's weird because I was talking to Lady Goldarock, and she was talking about me as the daughter of an elf, you, and a human, mother. But only recently someone else said that a human could not have survived the curse that was thrown at her. How is that possible?
I do not know. I have wondered that myself. I mean, I am grateful that she is not dead. I hoped perhaps some protective enchantment that I just did not know about, but I have not been able to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Should I go see the Lady of Winter now?
You could, but I did get some information for you while you were visiting
Oh,
with Goldorak about the other locations.
yes.
It seems that there are multiple convergences of ley lines, and the places where certain energies are the strongest are the most logical points, the most likely points for beings of different elemental planes to cross over. And these correspond with their kingdoms from millennia ago. Air, the kingdom of air, the portal is believed to be in a place called Africa.
Yeah.
Mount Kilimanjaro, I think, is what is the name. It is the highest point
Okay.
on your plane, and that is where the beings of air would likely cross over. The beings of water, a place called Australia.
Yes.
There is a reef there, and from that reef, that is their gateway.
The Great Barrier Reef?
Yes, that was what the spirit told me. And lastly, the beings of fire, a place called London.
Yes.
Yes,
I've heard of it.
there was a little known fact. There was a great fire there centuries ago. That fire was the result of elemental beings attempting to breach.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where
That wasn't the fire very widespread? Where exactly was the fire?
I'm not sure. I was just told that this place called London, and that it was the fire. Perhaps you can meet with some arcane practitioners can align you to the ley lines.
You realize it's called London, right? I mean, I know you're from here and stuff, but I feel like with all your time working for Ben, you probably would have heard of London, right?
Yes, yes, it is true. But I feel that you were expecting some of the mysteriousness of the Fae, and I don't know. I was trying to. I also know what Australia is. I've been there.
Thanks. You know what, Dad?
Yes.
You could probably try just relaxing a bit.
Would you sit with me with your mother?
I would.
And he pulls up a chair next to the bed, and you sit down next to him. And what do you do?
Um, I'll hold her other hand.
As you hold her hand, you feel it warm up a bit, strangely. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. All right, so quite a lot happened tonight. We went to a bunch of places, and we got a bunch of information about what's really going on in the world. I feel like you guys took some major plot steps and had some good character steps as well. Zephyr might have a girlfriend. It's not Zuki, which that's a big plot twist. But um, you know, if he did the Facebook thing, he might see his picture up on the sorority website. Who knows? But thank you all for tuning in tonight. Uh, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the story as much as we enjoyed telling it. Remember to tune in tomorrow to see what strange fun Cali Dragon has cooked up for you guys. And then on Friday, back here for Web of Lies. And then Saturday, Drunken Dread Red Shirt. I think that says it all. And then, of course, Chosen Family on Monday. We are really getting close to the end game. For those who didn't tune in last time, you missed some interesting developments with the robotic companion Jameson Human Man that Z created. At the end of the episode, it seemed that a fog cloud was rolling out from him. What does that mean? You'll have to tune in Monday to find out. So, once again, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you had a great day and an even better tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching us, and we will see you all next time. Good night. See us in the voice chat.